Oh wow, do I see a smiling face? It was not intentional. This dessert is something like a cheesecake. It's quick, easy, and delicious, and it's no bake. Hello, I'm Annette, and welcome to Kitchen Garden Farmhouse. To begin with, we're going to make a fruit puree, 2 cups of strawberries, it can be frozen or fresh, a half a cup of sugar. We're going to put strawberries in a saucepan on medium heat along with the half a cup of sugar, and we're going to cook this about 10 minutes or so, stirring on a regular basis. We want this to kind of cook down and to thicken up some. You can use any kind of sugar you like. However, in today's recipe, I am using sugars that people use on the keto diet. It is the monk fruit and the erythritol. The mixture has cooked down and has thickened up, so now it's time to take it off the stove. Now I'm putting this mixture in a blender. I'm going to blend it up to make sure it's nice and smooth. We grew these strawberries in our garden last year. Now I'm going to put the mixture through a strainer. The fruit puree is going into a piping bag so I can use it later to drizzle over the dessert. And really, you can use any kind of fruit in this recipe that you like. This is mascarpone. I'm going to use the whole tub. It's 8 ounces. Mascarpone, cream cheese, 1 package, 1 3/4 cup of whipping cream, 5 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is for the filling. We're going to start by just putting the mascarpone into a bowl. And we're going to add the cream cheese and the sugar. And we're just going to start mixing it up. Adding the 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to beat this down with the electric mixer for a couple minutes until it's nice and fluffy. Now I'm going to start adding the whipping cream gradually. Our mixture now is ready. It's nice and thick. I'm going to be using tea biscuits today in this recipe. However, you can be using graham crackers or vanilla wafers or any hard cookie. I'm going to put these tea biscuits in this food processor, and I want to grind up enough to make 2 cups of crumbs. This is what these tea biscuits looks like. They're not very sweet. Two cups of crumbs. I'm going to melt 1 stick of butter. Adding the butter to the crumb mixture. This dessert is going to have 3 layers, so I'm dividing the crumb mixture into 3 layers. This is parchment paper. I'm going to be using a baker's ring, but if you have a spring-form pan, that would be great. I'm just spraying inside of this ring with a little bit of cooking spray. And just laying the ring right on top of the parchment paper. Here's my first section of the crumbs. I'm just going to pour that in there and just smooth it out. I have divided the filling in 3 sections also. Adding the first part, going to layer it just right on top of the crumb mixture. Now it's time for us to add our very first layer of the fruit puree. Here I am just twirling it around with a wooden skewer. You can do the same thing with a toothpick. Time to add our second layer of crumbs. Adding the second layer of filling. Oh wow, do I see a smiling face? It was not intentional. Adding the last and third layer of crumbs. This is the third layer of our cream cheese and mascarpone mixture. As I'm putting the last layer of this fruit puree on this beautiful dessert, I was thinking this was the final touch, and it could be. It's beautiful and it would taste great just like it is. However, I did purchase some white chocolate as a finishing touch on it, and I did not think about that until after I had finished it and put this in the refrigerator to set. So there is one more step after this. You can leave it with this as the final finished touch, or you can add white chocolate on top of this. So you'll see now that I'm thinking it's finished here. It's beautiful. It tastes is really, really good, just as good as it looks. But I am going to go back and put a thin layer of white chocolate on top. So here I've got white chocolate. I'm going to use 1 cup, and I have whipping cream. I'm going to use 5 tablespoons. It is melted. It only took just a couple quick moments. So now, because I put the white chocolate on top, I'm going to go back and put a little bit more of the fruit puree on top. Just so happened I had a little bit left over. As soon as I get this on the top and swirl it around, I'm going to cover it and put it in the refrigerator, or you can put it in the freezer for a couple hours to let it set and get nice and cold. Here I've taken it out of the refrigerator. Now I'm separating it from the baker's ring. If you had used a spring form pan, it would have been much easier. Thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please take a moment to subscribe, and every time you like, leave a comment, and share the video with others. It helps the channel to grow. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.